Hi there, I'm Fox News meteorologist Matt Barentine alongside meteorologist Michael White here today as we're dealing with this winter storm that is plowing through our area, bringing with it some really nasty weather, and unfortunately it's bringing with it mainly ice, which is what you don't want to see, the worst type of winter weather. And what we have going for us right now, we have rain currently transitioning to freezing rain and sleet as well. And as we go through the day, it's likely in some areas we're going to see 1/3 of an inch to 6/10 of an inch of ice, and that is significant amount of icing. That is going to cause major issues on the roadways. And as we get to the evening hours, the icing will likely be at its worst as we get those temperatures to drop. It could cause life-threatening travel. Already hearing about some bridges starting to get iced over, and I wouldn't be surprised for too long before we start hearing about some road closures. Also, by later in the evening, we're going to likely see a dusting of snow, possibly even a couple of inches of snow depending on where you live. The further inland you live, the better chance you have of actually seeing some decent amounts of snow. But really, this is about the ice. We're going to see a lot of problems from it. Everything is bearing out so far. And when we check out the STORMTracker Doppler radar with Michael here, you're going to see just how much ice is on there right now.
Yeah, that's right, Matt. We have everything on the radar from rain to sleet, freezing rain, ice, and even snow. And in the Mobile Metro, that is now where the icing is really starting to happen. We've had reports of 1/10 of an inch of ice reported in West Mobile. In the city of Mobile, crews are already getting ready to sand some of the bridges and overpasses. We even have some video of that right now. This is Michigan Avenue over by I-10. You can see the crews from AlDOT. They're taking the sand out of the trucks. They're putting it onto the bridge, onto the Keeby Bridge, so that way people will be safe if they have to drive over that, because conditions are already starting to deteriorate in that section of the Fox 10 viewing area. It's always safer to avoid a bridge or an overpass in this situation. Please try to avoid one. If you have no choice but to go over the bridge, just drive with extreme caution. But those AlDOT crews are out there putting sand over those bridges and overpasses to protect you in case you do end up having to travel there. Now, where we've had the 1/10 of an inch of snow report, or not snow, ice reported at Cottage Hill and Dawes Road. You can see right here where this darker shade of purple is taking place. That is where we're picking up about 1/10 of an inch of sleet per hour. And this is going to end up accumulating to about 1/10 to 6/10 of an inch of ice before we head in towards tomorrow morning. So we're expecting to see a complete slushy mess in several sections of the viewing area. Baldwin County, you're starting to get some of that as well. You can tell by the purple color. Stapleton, Robertsdale, Summerdale, you're now seeing it switch over to sleet and freezing rain. Still just plain rain over the bay because of the warmer water temperatures, but that will also change as the afternoon progresses. And those of you inland have been feeling the worst of this all day long. Chatham, Milry, Grove Hill, Jackson, Thomasville, Monroeville. We've had several reported pictures that you've emailed to us from these locations, and they're fantastic. Please keep doing that. The email address is report@fox10tv.com. You can also submit a picture through our Facebook page, or you can tweet them to us. Both Matt and I have Twitter profiles. Matt's is Matt_Barentine. Mine is Michael White WX. You can tweet them to us, post them to Facebook, email to report it. Either way, we'll be able to get it and we'll be able to relay it back out to you. Before we send you back to programming, I want to remind you that coming up, we'll be doing updates every half hour right here on Fox 10. So the next one will be near 12:30. And then, as always, we'll have newscasts between 4 and 6 here on Fox 10. We're going to do a special newscast at 8 o'clock. That'll run until 9. That'll be over on CW 55. And then we will rejoin on Fox 10 once the State of the Union address concludes. And updates are constantly available on fox10tv.com as well as on our social media platforms. So for meteorologist Matt Barentine, I'm meteorologist Michael White here in the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Center. Be safe out there and don't take this stuff lightly. This ice is going to wreak havoc for us through the afternoon and the evening. We'll go ahead and send you to Judge Mathis.